What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Community AI Only Battle. This is it, the final episode of regular gameplay with me commentating along. Next episode will be the results video, so hopefully we'll see who comes where in the top 10. We'll also look at the info addicts, just so you can get an idea of who did well, maybe if your civ didn't come in the top 10. Obviously, it'd be nice to know how well they did anyway, compared to some other civs. Yeah, it's the final episode. There's not a lot going on. Mongolia is still trying to go after Korea, and sadly this is going to hurt them because it's going to destroy their military, and that's going to lower their points, which is, I guess, one of the limitations with my scoring system, which I bear that in mind. You know, I thought about it. There's not much I can do about it. I'm not changing the scoring system. I could always invent my own, but that would properly my own, but it's too reliant on the info addicts. I wouldn't be able to just do it normally. Oh. Okay, there we go. There is still stuff going on. Forgot about this war. The Sioux might finish off the Iroquois. I'm not sure. 4 turns is a bit short amount of time, but they have planes. The Iroquois don't, so maybe they could. We'll see. If the Iroquois capital falls, that'll be a big gain for the Sioux, who have basically become Canada, and obviously that's pretty cool. The problem is below them they've got a Texas that's basically the USA and Mexico combined with half the Caribbean. You know, that's not so nice, but it's a start. And other than that, I don't think there's too much belt. Ethiopia is still going after Austria, but yeah, they're not going to take anything before the end. They might peace out and get given a city, but I don't see anything else happening. Obviously, losing Berlin, that sucked for Ethiopia. That will have cost them a few points, but I'm not sure it would have made the greatest amount of difference. Oh, actually, I didn't see this coming. Maybe the Huns might take Mumbai in this final turn. Where did that come from? I don't know how have they done. They must have finally started using their planes. It took them long enough. There's no way one artillery did this by itself. Yeah, I don't know how they managed this, but the Huns may actually end up doing this. That's interesting. They've got to do it soon though, because they've already had their go this turn, so they've only got 3 more turns to get it done. I think all Vietnam are at war with Polynesia, and yep, they failed. But they're getting there, but I don't think they're going to take this before the end, because they don't have any units. The Viet Cong can't take it as such, so that sucks. Vietnam, sorry. that is one flaw with the AI. Samoa just chilling here. I really hope they don't come in the top 10. As cool as a 43 population city on a tiny island is, and you know, not really done that well. They've basically lived off the tech bonuses I gave them. They were the only civ to really use their tech bonuses that I gave them at the start well. I mean, Polynesia did okay, but not really working for them anymore. The Celts, I mean, they're alive, but they're miles behind most of the other civs. And Japan, well, we all know how that went. Okay, actually, Korea may take this back, and at the end of the game, they may be holding on to this city, which is going to give them a huge boost to land area. And it's also going to give them another city, which you never know. I doubt that will have too much impact going from 3 to 4. Obviously, you've got to be in the top 10 spots for each category to get a point. Or you get 10 points for coming first, down to 1 if you come 10th. So, you know, getting a 4th city is probably not going to make a big difference. Although, oh yeah, Korea did lose Madagascar to Rhodesia quite a while ago. And the only thing the Rhodesians ever did in this game. I really hope they are probably going to get in there as well, which is sad. But I hope they don't. Burundi will definitely be up there. They've got some nukes. One of the 3 civs with atomic bombs right now, I believe. Actually, I think the Moors have one as well. I think we found one. Yeah, the Moors have one. So 4 civs currently. Ethiopia, Vietnam, Moors, and Burundi. How did I forget already? And another city. Wow, okay, so this is... Was that the capital? No, oh, the Iroquois took it back. Never mind. But the Sioux should probably take it again now, although they did move everything away, which wasn't the smartest move. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a productive turn for the Sioux. If it ever happens. Here we go. Yeah, they did take it back again, but they haven't really made progress towards these other cities. The lake's going to cause an issue. But yeah, there's a lot of land up for grabs here for the Sioux, who are already probably one of the bigger land area civs. Got nothing on Texas or the Huns, but Vietnam are huge as well, actually. And you can include all the islands. Yeah, but it's because Texas is just a giant block. I mean, the Moors are probably very far up there for land as well. They're spread very far. They're spread from the coast of Africa to the Caribbean, Western Europe. up in Ireland, and then obviously they've got this city here, and then they've got Moorish Leningrad, because, you know, why not? They've held on to it for all this time. So the people of this world have sadly had to, you know, try and learn about the politics that led to this 2,000 years ago. What a mess. Stalin's still around. He's not dead. He's doing well on technology. I mean, he's not, obviously some of the very strong civs now have like mobile SAMs and stuff like that. And Korea have retaken Peking. Turn 397. Will they hold on to it till the end? It'd be a major blow to Mongolia. I mean, either of them could end up holding on to it. It's possible. Problem is, Mongolia are starting to put in some work on taking this northern Korean city, and if that was to fall, you could end up seeing Mongolia take both. So it's going to be very tense. Anyone rooting for Mongolia or Korea towards the end there? Have the Huns made it in? No, but they are starting to move in. I think it's just they've got a lot of mechanized units now. They've got tanks as well. The rocket artillery is just able to move a lot faster. No other reason. They got so close. And yeah, they must have just started using their planes for the first time. Oh, they have a nuke. Interesting. Did they use it? No. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe they used one. But I think, yeah, it's just they've upgraded their planes from Great War bombers to regular bombers and fighters so they can reach a bit further. Even though they'd need a unit here to actually get at the city. So they must have, I don't know how they managed that. We will never know. But yeah, they do have 1 atomic bombs. That's a 5th civ with a nuke. I'll keep my eye. I don't think anyone else can get one. Well, Texas can get one, can't they? I don't think they have one yet. Brazil might. Oh, Brazil have 2. Oh my goodness. Okay, the next, you are going to get to see up to 4. You're going to see what happens between 400 and 450, and 450 and 500. There'll probably be 2 separate videos just so I can get those extra views. But and because I probably won't have time. If I do it straight to 500, it will take ages to come out. If I do it so if I do 450 halfway through, then at least you can get that a bit sooner, basically. I don't think Texas have any, although they could probably build one. They have all the, you know, sort of fairly modern planes. Okay, 1 second last turn. It's pretty much just dependent to what's going on in Korea right now. That's all we're sort of waiting on, and obviously if the Sioux make any more progress here late on. Depends. They've got enough planes, so they definitely can make some progress here. I think they definitely could take both the cities if they really went for it. But as long as they keep that Great War Infantry alive, and obviously there may be, just maybe, a slight chance the Huns take Mumbai. I don't think so. Obviously, going forward, it might happen. But yeah, it's crazy to see how many nukes there are all of a sudden. Normally, there isn't that many. Belgium do not have one, although they were one of the first that could have potentially built one. I imagine that's maybe a lack of uranium. Same, I think Samoa can build one. Brazil have a carrier out here. Vietnam still yet to take Honolulu. And I don't think they're going to take it. They just don't have any units that can take it. They're sending over more stuff that cannot take it. It's kind of, you know, okay, don't feel sorry for the AI. They are one of the most overpowered mods, I think, ever. Them and Rhodesia, I think I need to maybe reel in the usage of a little bit more, because, like, in this game especially, because there was no one near Vietnam. Like, if I think in future if I'm going to use Vietnam, it's got to be with Siam or the Champa as well. Obviously, you voted on this game, and they were options that didn't get voted in, because I left Asia just as, like, a big open one. I didn't want to divide it up. I think there was a vote on, like, this part of Asia, and on this one, on, like, the east and the west of Asia, because it's so big. But yeah, you know, that's how it was. Like, it was a wide open vote. If I'd have said Vietnam, Champa, and Siam, picked 2 out of 3, that could have changed it, but oh well. But yeah, Vietnam, very overpowered, and just bear that in mind. Same goes for Rhodesia, who were trying to make it 3 out of 3. I think Burundi and the Kilwa on this map probably made it a bit too tough for them. Oh, and India pieced out with the Huns, and okay, well, they survived. That's nice. At least they're ending the game at peace. It sucks for India because they lost almost all their army, which will lose them points at the end of the game. Potentially, whether they were in the top 10 or not. For army size, I have no idea. The Huns should be okay. This is a terrifying army, although a lot of it is stuck in the sea. Korea did lose Peking, and Korea actually benefit from going second. This could be bad though. The last turn, I feel like Mongolia will take both of these, although I don't know if they can actually take this back. This unit's too far away. Yeah, imagine Mongolia may take the large city in northern Korea, but actually fail to retake Peking. Unless, I feel like this Great War Infantry, there's no way it could go that far on one railroad. I might be wrong, but that seems a bit far-fetched. So yeah, we may actually end up with Korea taking Peking, Mongolia probably taking Busan. And also, if Mongolia was smart, they'd take Busan and then try and peace out to get Peking back. That'd probably be the best way to do it, potentially. And it's Ethiopia's second last turn. Just make sure they haven't done anything crazy over here and aren't winning. No, it seems that, I mean, they're pushing through. Maybe we'll see some progress on this as we push on beyond turn 400. But yeah, for now, Ethiopia not really in the best spot. And Austria are pretty strong, right? Don't underestimate Austria. They're okay to defend themselves. Getting a lot of help from geography. But this is it, the final turn for all of the civs. I'm going to try and follow it round this time. So it starts off in South America. The Incans' final turn. It looks like they're going to hold on to Machu. Although I say that Texas might actually take it this turn if they're not careful. There is melee units now here for Texas. Brazil, not doing anything. Samoa aren't up to anything at the moment either. Although they seem to be taking sure long enough. Australia, they're not doing too much right now. So we'll see if they do anything interesting in the next 100 turns. But yes, the Iroquois, no, that's not too big. They didn't retake it this time. Let's see what the Sioux do. And obviously Polynesia, see if they survive. Texas now. Let's just watch this. Oh, they came close, and I imagine the Incans could be in trouble. Two of their cities are coastal. These ones aren't quite coastal, so we might see them lose some more land as we go forward. But yeah, that definitely looks like it's going to be some progress. And the Sioux didn't quite take the Iroquois capital. I imagine that will happen once we go on a few more turns. But there we go. Grand River Falls. One more city left for the Iroquois. The Sioux driving them out. And North America. Oh no, South America's only got 2 civs left in it. I was going to say North America getting pretty close to being just a couple of civs. But obviously Polynesia's still there, as are the Iroquois. And Nigeria are still here. Not incredible that they've held on to this. I just can't believe no one tried to take it off them. Everyone's just like, no, this is cool. We're fine with this. Europe is actually... Europe, Asia and Africa are definitely the most divided. Oceania is again pretty... We may see it united before the end. Probably not by Australia or Samoa, but you never know. Vietnam might come down here, take everything. If not, I mean, Australia would probably eventually overtake Samoa just because I imagine they have more production. Bold guess, because there's a lot of population here, but I feel like Australia could build more if science was the same. And oh, Mongolia found a way to take both cities, and that really sucks for Korea. They did just on time. Korea may take it back, to be fair. Yeah, they did take Busan back. So there you go. It's going to end how it started. That's a fitting end to that war. Well, it's not ended. Obviously, it will keep going, and I imagine Mongolia will probably win towards the end. It looks like Vietnam may be focusing on something else. I noticed they have a lot more planes all of a sudden. This is tragic. Come on. Surely the AI. Yeah, don't be sympathetic for them. Do not. I mean, you can't really. They are so... I mean, they took out all of Japan, so they obviously know how to fight some wars. Just not this one. The Vandals, they are not with us anymore. I haven't really looked at people like Mali, but they're still here. No nukes just yet for Mali. What about Nigeria? They're doing pretty well for tech, so it wouldn't surprise me if they did have them, but they don't. Burundi obviously do. Rhodesia grabbed one. I just want to see if anyone has. That is pretty much it in terms of our important conflicts. The India one came to an end. The Sioux haven't finished. Ethiopia, the final turn. Here it is. Are they going to take anything? They just nuke Vienna and start World War III. Well, we haven't really had a World War in this game, but it's a World War I in 1980. Can't. This is taking longer than expected. There we go. The people with the pointiest sticks. That's a nice list to end on. Vietnam with, is that 295,000 military power, ahead of Ethiopia by over 100,000. Attila in 3rd. Belgium in 4th. The Moors 5th. Texas 6th. Mali 7, Brazil 8. Who's last? Persia. Okay, who's last that still has cities and still trying? Kilwa, 1,000. Apparently Vietnam's army is 290 times as strong. Ish. But anyway, that is going to be it for this. We'll be back with a results episode, and then there'll be a Term 450 episode and a Term 500 episode. They may not be so regular. They're not going to be 2 days apart. There'll be some other stuff starting very, very soon. There is a new series for similar to this that will be not similar, this sort of concept, but presented in a different way very, very soon. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.